What's happening, white boy? I'm going to give you guys an update on the live last night and the Ernie Debbie Does Dallas pictures, okay? A lot of people messaging and reaching out to me and Noel. First and foremost, man, look, I work. My subscribers know this. I work full-time, so I'm way behind on messages. To anybody who ever reaches out to me, it's nothing personal. I'm just busy, and a lot of people message me, So I just wanted to say that. Now, a lot of people have reached out because I did say that I would provide it and give it out, and I shouldn't have done that. Now, I meant it when I said it. Let me explain. There is a woman, an Ernie survivor, shall I say, who would like to remain anonymous, who he's done some really shitty things to. That's all I'm going to say about that. She wants them bad, and she is going to provide people a option to get a good view, if you will. Okay, here's the deal. To anyone who reached out, I'm just telling you right now, it's impossible to edit this stuff. Like, it's impossible. So when you see what I'm talking about, you'll understand. So, don't get mad or whatever, okay? But there's a message behind this. Okay? There's a few things that I want to say. I've listened to a lot of lives about this situation. I guess my live last night, and some are very comical. I've heard the most crazy. I weigh 100 pounds more than Ernie Shell. I would hypothetically, and for educational purposes, demolish that dude. There's videos of him fighting, and he's throwing a set like this. But I thought about it, and I could clown and I could laugh, but you're going to get what you want here shortly. But I thought about it. I don't want to fight Ernie Shell, and the only time that I would is if he ever came to my house. Would I do it? Would it be awesome? Yeah, but I don't want AIDS. To me, whooping Ernie is not worth catching a disease and bringing it back to my family. It's just not. And if you've seen the videos, which you will shortly, I'm not posting them. One of the survivors is, you'll understand. Now, first thing I want to say before I go any further, I have a lot of gay friends. I know a lot of gay creators on this platform that I'm very close with. I'm not going to name drop them. If you know, you know. I also had numerous gay people at my wedding. No problem with gay people. The problem that I have is a couple things. I have a problem with, one, a gay guy, somebody who portrays himself to be straight, okay, and then playing and scamming women. I have a problem with scammers and tragedy pimps in total, altogether. But I have a story behind that. I don't like tragedy pimps, and I have a lot of better things to do on my channel. I like to help the families with missing people cases, and he is no good and should not be helping any. He should not be inserting himself. And furthermore, he's disrespecting and he's taunting my friends who do have a missing child. So I take this a bit personal. The last couple of days have been comical to me, don't get me wrong. But these supporters of his, I'm not even going to put you down. I'm not joking when I say a lot of you are women. When you see what's about to be unfolded, it'll be interesting. Because there's creators who steadily cover Ernie Shell, and they deserve a lot of respect. And you guys know who they are in the community. They really have done a good job of busting his stuff down. And there's multiple creators. For the life of me, I don't understand how people can overlook all that work from all the creators. I mean, there's receipts for days. Last night I'm playing women in the courtroom, multiple women. How do you overlook that? Everybody has a past, but you know, it's not about his past. This is like a reoccurring thing and this and that. The scamming, the targeting the families, the tormenting them, he's putting himself in Sebastian Ryder's case. But more importantly, one of his survivors would like some getbacks. So that's where I stand. So what I plan to do, as you see this video, if you head on over to Damaged Goods with No Regrets, she's going to share you one of the photos, which is just Ernie holding some money. Now, I don't know what all this money is next to all this craziness that you'll see in a few days. I don't know what that is. Did he get paid for that, obviously, or what? It all makes sense very soon. But what I don't understand is, I get people who want to talk about something and this and that. To my supporters, I'm not talking to you. This is Whiteboard Radio. I am the king of receipts. I don't do conspiracy theories. I don't do, this is what this guy did, without showing it. Stop it right now. Just stop it. I'm known for that. And I appreciate my reputation. So I'm new to all these lives that are getting talked about and stuff. It's just comical to me to hear some of this stuff that's been being said. You know, somebody said, me and Ernie are the same size. This is not factual, okay? It's not factual.
They're kind of big. That was best.
But I really want to keep the focus, okay, on the women who support Ernie's show, the people who come to my live and defend those creators that make those videos, that defend the women on the stand. This is not logical to me. This is just not adding up. Then there's a guy coming and making gay jokes. Imagine that. You're obviously new over here, but I'm looking at this as this is an opportunity. I really don't like scammers. And the reason I push back on scammers is I've been scammed in the past. I've talked about it in the past. And my family, there was like a white collar scam that happened to them, okay? I hate scammers. But there's a lot of women interested and they bypass everything. But I think they're bypassing everything for a reason. Now, if they see this, there's an opportunity to defund a scammer. He crowdsources money from these women. These women are donating to him as he's shitting on my friends who have a missing child, who he's making conspiracy theories up. These same women are calling the TBI. He's causing interference in a missing child's case, and he keeps bringing another missing child case into it, and these women will go over there and do the same thing. This is not cool. So this is an opportunity to defund the scammer. I mean, I don't know what women who simp for Ernie Shell are going to be stick around after this. I honestly don't know. There's questions there. This is a what the fuck moment there. Like I said, head on over to Damaged Goods with No Regrets. You'll see a post. He's holding the money. I'll share it as soon as you see this. One of the survivors is going to present this to you guys in a few days. What I'm going to do is hold a live. Notifications on. It's going to be, the title is going to be Operation Ernie Does Dallas. Now, on this live, we're going to hang out, talk about some stuff. I'm going to present like the most G-rated edited photo I can, YouTube friendly. But we will, in this live, there will be a link or something made to where you can go to view. And then everybody who messaged me, have at it. The problem is the women who clutch to every word this guy says. There's no way that you can bypass all the videos, these creators, the women on this. There's no way. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But you're coming in my stuff and you're being vindictive to call my probation officer that I don't have and this and that. It's wild to me. It's something that's so weird. So we're going to get to the bottom of it, and hopefully we can defund the scammer. And I hope this clears up a lot of messages and stuff. It's nothing personal. If you know about my channel, I like to help people, and this is an opportunity to help one of his survivors. You know, again, we're not going to talk about who that is. Okay, if they decide to say it in the live, then that's what it is. Okay, I want to leave the women. Okay, the women who latch on to this guy's every word and ignore all that stuff that I said. They don't care about him harassing families. They don't care about everything they say. I wasn't joking. I viewed this stuff. Okay, I would demolish this guy. Nobody doesn't believe the other way around. But I do not want a disease. My family's more important to me. Okay? If he was to come over here, hey, he would get folded. Okay, but I don't want any diseases. And I say that I want to bring you guys back a time or two. I've actually uploaded this on my channel before. If you don't know, I've came from the prison community. I started doing true crime a couple of years ago, but I got a lot of videos talking about what it's like in prison. Okay, I remember a time where there was this dude, and he had a boy in there, right? But he had this woman who faithfully would come see this guy every single week. I mean, I'm talking about hours and hours and hours on the road. So far, she would drive so many hours, she would have to drive up on a Friday, get a hotel, see him all day Saturday, back to the hotel all day Sunday, and then make the hike back. You know, they send. There's no telling what prison they're going to send you to, and it's always a far drive. They make it very difficult. It's not meant to be comfortable. But this guy is doing what he's doing with this dude on the inside, and this faithful woman, she's pretty too, would come see him all the time. Sometimes with their kids to visitation, sometimes not. Long story short, this dude with the boyfriend and the wife ends up getting into it with this other dude, right? And he got his ass kicked, but there was still animosity. You never know. The problem really never dies down in prison. You can bump or whatever, you can get it off your chest, you can fight. Sometimes it kills it, but every now and then there's a problem where it lingers and there's still animosity. Long story short, the dude he fought was in visitation, and he sprayed the dude. He went to the woman and said, "Hey man, that dude's got a boy, this and that. We see you come up here all the time." And the dude, the husband, face red. This is his wife, so she knows when he's lying, this and that. His face is red, like, oh my God. Gets up, walks out of visitation, and leaves that dude in prison with this dude that he just met in there. I'm forgetting to tell you, I don't know what type of house they had, but she had a house, they had a house. So basically, she left him in there with nothing. Okay? And she was faithfully putting money on his books every week, this and that. This is what I'm reminded of when I think about this situation. This is exactly what I'm reminded of. Except the dude is Ernie Shell. And the women are the simps. So we're going to make some awareness out of this. So the people who's contacted me, I know I said that. But the worst thing that I heard on all these lives, I don't care what people think about me, right? But not everyone's not going to like you on YouTube. You have to understand that. But what I don't like being said is, well, how do we know he has it? Again, this is White Boy Radio, the king of receipts. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Subs, hit it in the comments. But what I did not hear in a land of sleuths is nobody. I kept hearing people slow it down, speed it up, listen to it 3 times. Nobody in the chat, nobody on the panels, nobody said, damn, when White Boy's yelling at Ernie and telling him all this, Ernie never denies it. So for the simps, notifications on for my subs. Oh, it's going down. Y'all better tell them where they're at. Notifications on, y'all. Later this week. Don't have a day yet. But my subs, y'all take it from here. Let them know in the comments.